All right, so once again, I welcome you back into today's class. So what we're going to be focusing on today is what we call folder redirection. So what does folder redirection means? Folder redirection here is the features in a Windows operating system that allow administrator to share the location of a user's. What does the location of a user's folder like a document, a desktop picture from his local system to a network location like our server? So this folder redirection is just like where we want to move all the location of our users folder from their system to the server so that in case anything they are putting on their system is going to be automatically stored inside server. That is what a folder redirection is. So that even if there's any issue with their system, they will be able to restore that information back from the server because all the information that is inside their system is already stored inside the server. And anytime they are searching anything on their system, they will be getting all those information inside the server. And if there is issue with their system, they can easily get all those folder and all those information back in their server. All right. So that's what we're going to be doing today. Actually, this folder redirection here, we can do it for all the folders on the user's PC, just like a download folder, your picture, your video, your music, which means that in anything the employees is putting on their videos, automatically we're going to be seeing it on the server. Anything the employees put in on their document folder, automatically we're going to be seeing it on the server. So that's what a folder redirection is. So with no more delay, let's dive into how to configure this folder redirection. So the first thing we're going to be doing, we're going to bring out our server. So we'll bring out our server, bring out our Windows, needs to log into our server. So we're going to log into our server. Okay, so once we log in into our server, here we're going to be using the slide to be doing all the tasks. So the first thing here says that we should open our server file explorer. So open your server file explorer. So once you are in the server file explorer, you go to this PC and you come to where we have a local disk C. So when you are in a local disk C, you're going to create a folder. And once we create a folder, we're going to name the folder. You can name it users files and documents. So we're going to name the folder users file and documents. So you all know how to create a folder. Just come to empty space here, right click, come to new, and you come to folder. So we're going to name this folder here users. We're going to name this guy users files and documents. So we're going to name this folder here users, files, and documents. So after we create the folder, the next thing here we're going to do is to share the folder and copy the network path. So the next thing we're going to do is to share the folder and copy the network path. So we're going to share the folder and copy the network path. So we're going to share the folder, right click on it. Once you right click, come down to where we have properties. So once you're in the properties, come to sharing, and we're going to see advanced sharing. So what we are doing now is that we want to share this particular folder. After we share it, we're going to copy the network path. So after we click on share this folder, come to where we have permission. We click on permission. We need to put the permission on a full control. We need to put the permission on full control. So once you put it on full control, click on apply and click on OK. After that, click on apply and you click on OK. So once you shared it, we're going to see the network path here. So this network path we shared here, we're going to copy the network path. We're going to copy the network. All right, so once we share the particular folder, we're going to copy the network path. So here is the network path. We're going to right click on it and we're going to copy it. So after we copy it, we need to add into our server manager. So here is the server manager. When we're in the server manager, we're going to click on tools. So once we click on tools, we navigate down to where we have group policy management. So we're going to see group policy management. We're going to click on it. So once we are in a group policy management, we're going to expand the forest. You expand domain and you're going to see your actual name of your domain name. After that, we're going to right click on our domain name. So once we right click on our domain name, we're going to click on the first option that says create a GPO in this domain and link it here. So we'll click on it. So once we click on it, you're going to ask us that what is the name of the new GPO that we want to create. So we're going to name this guy here folder redirection. So we're going to name it folder redirection. So after we name it folder redirection, we're going to click on OK. So once we click on OK, if you expand your domain name, you're going to see the new GPO that we just created. So once we see the new GPO that we just created, we're going to right click on it. So we're going to right click on the new GPO that we created. So once we right click on the new GPO, we're going to click on edit. All right, so actually we are making use of these slides to do everything that we are doing. We are making use of the slide. Once we right click on the new GPO, we click on edit. So once we click on edit, here we're going to see that we have two configurations. The first one here is a computer configuration, and the second one here is a user configuration. So inside here, the next place we're going to add into here is a user configuration. So we're going to go to user configuration, and under user configuration, we will click on policy. So we'll expand policy. And once we expand policy, we're going to expand window settings. So we expand policy, we expand window settings. So once we expand window settings, we are now going to see option that says folder redirection there. So once we see the option that says folder redirection, we're going to click on it. All right. So we're going to click on options that says folder redirection. And once we click on the option that says folder redirection, here we're going to see that we have different options here. The first one here is that we can configure this folder redirection for app data. We can configure it for desktop. We can configure it for start menu, for documents, pictures, music, video, down to save game. So what does that mean is that if we configure folder redirection for pictures, anything that our employee is putting inside a picture folder on their system, automatically we're going to be getting all those things on our server. So if I configure it for documents, any document they are putting on their system, automatically I will be seeing all those things on my server. It means that even if there is any issue with their system, this server here is going to be acting as a backup so that they will be able to restore all those their information back. Okay, so what we're going to be doing here is that I will configure this folder redirection for documents. So I'm going to configure it for documents. I will configure it for desktop, and I will configure it for video. All right, so let's just do on the three options. So if you want to configure it for documents, just right click. Once you right click on it, you come to properties. So once you are in a properties, you can see the settings here was on not configured. You need to expand this icon here. Once you expand it and you put it on basic, redirect everyone's folders to this same location. So we're going to change it from not configured to basic, which is the one that says redirect everyone folders to this same location. Okay, so once you put it here, that particular network part that will copy that time, we need to paste it here. The network part that we copied after we share that particular folder, we need to paste it here. So once you paste it here, the next thing here, we need to come to where we have settings. Come to where we have settings and we need to unclick the first option that says grant the users exclusive rights to desktop. So we need to unclick it. So once we unclick it, we're going to click on apply, click on yes, and we'll click on OK. So the same thing that we do for this desktop, the same process that we use for any other options that we want to configure the folder redirection for. So for example, let's assume that we want to configure this folder redirection for document as well. So we're going to right click on document, come to properties. You will going to expand this icon here, put it on basic. Put it on basic. So once you put it on basic, that network part we copied, paste it here, and you come to settings and you unclick the first option. You click on apply, click yes, and you click OK. So the same thing you do for any other one. So I'm going to do for desktop, document, and download. So right click on download, properties, expand this option here, put it on basic, and you need to paste the network part here. After we share that particular folder, the network part that we copied, you need to paste it here. Before you click apply OK, come to settings and you unclick the first option. After that, you click apply, click yes, and you click OK. So that's how folder redirection is being configured. So after we do all those things, next thing here says we need to come to our CMD to go and update that particular new GPO that we created. But before we update it, we need to go and enforce this particular GPO that we created. So we need to go back to this particular GPO we created. So I'm going to close this icon here. All right, this is the new GPO that we created, which is a folder redirection. This is a new GPO we created, so we need to right click on it and we'll click on enforce. So anytime you create a new GPO, we need to enforce it so that the GPO will be starting working. All right. So after we enforce it, we need to head into our CMD and you type this command gp update space /force. So we need to update the policy so that the policy will be starting working. All right. So let's hold on for the policy to completed. So after we update, it's going to ask you, do you want to log out, yes or no? Just type yes and hit enter key. Your server will be reboot. So once the server is reboot, we need to log in back into our server. So we need to log in back into our server. All right. So once we log in back into our server, let's go and verify if this folder redirection is working or not. But we need to go to our Windows 10 and we need to restart our Windows 10 too. So we need to go to our Windows 10. So once you're in Windows 10, go to your CMD on the Windows 10, type the same command, gpu update space /force, gpu update space /force to update the policy. So we hold on for the Windows 10 to reboot. So it's going to ask you the same question. You need to type yes and hit enter keys. So once your Windows 10 is up, let's try to log in back to our Windows 10. Hit enter key. So let's try to log in back to our Windows 10. So once this Windows 10 is coming up, let's go and check if this folder redirection is working. Come to this PC, we create user files and documents. As you can see here, we have an account named Sammy, which is the account of this employee here. All right, this is the account of this employee, which is Sammy here. The reason why we only see one account here is that I only have only one employee that I log in into. So for example, if I have like a 20 employee, I'm going to see the account of each employee here, and I'm going to see any document that they have and any folder they have on their system. So for example, if I double click on this Sammy account, you're going to see that we have three options here. The first one here is the desktop, second one is the document, and the third one is the download, which is the three options I configured folder redirection for. So if you can remember, that time we configure folder redirection, I do for desktop, I do for document, and I do for download. So that's the reason why I'm seeing the three options here. So if I come to documents, you can see here, it's telling me that this folder is empty. It means that on SAMI document, there is nothing inside. If I open SAMI document, here is the document for SAMI. You can see that this folder is empty on SAMI. But if SAMI come here and create a new folder, so if Sammy creates a new folder, you're going to see automatically the folder is going to appear on our server. So that's how a folder redirection works. Anything the employees has on their PC automatically is going to be in the server. So if Sammy creates another folder, the folder will appear on the server. If Sammy creates three folders, the folder will still appear on the server. So that's how a folder redirection works. And inside server, we can delete it. If I delete it inside server, automatically it's going to be deleted on the employee. All right. So if you come to the other folder, maybe I comes to desktop. If I come to desktop of a SAMI, you can see there is nothing inside the SAMI desktop. That's the reason why the desktop is showing nothing on the server. So if I right click, try to have a folder inside the desktop, you will see that automatically that particular folder will appear inside server. And if you do anything here as well, if you create anything on the server, it will appear on the employee's PC as well. So it means that the employee will be able to store their information on the server in case if there is issue on their system, they will be able to restore that information back on the server. That's how a folder redirection works. And that's how you can configure a folder redirection.